Hello YouTube, how are y'all doing out there this Sunday morning, or I guess afternoon now, because we're approaching the noon hour on the East Coast. Yes, I'm back again doing another video. Don't worry, if I get some good news on Monday, my videos will slowly slow down a bit there and come a little bit further in between. Just have a lot of free time on my hands and getting back in the community, trying to make sure that I'm out there and being active. Been watching videos, leaving comments and everything. Appreciate all the comments on my recent videos. When I was working up here in my tobacco cornice, this is what this little area is. I've got a little corner nook table here, and that way friends can come over and we can sit up here and smoke and everything. And my tobacco cellar's on the other side of the table there. Eventually my pipe rack will be on one of these two walls, I hope. But going through all my stuff, I remembered one of my first videos where I talked about why I smoked a pipe, and mentioned my great uncle always smoking a pipe. It turns out my grandfather smoked a pipe as well. I think I may have mentioned that on my father's side of the family. But I did find out not too long ago, well, it's probably been a couple of years, and I don't know if I mentioned it or not, that my grandfather on my mother's side also smoked a pipe, as did his brother, which when my grandmother passed away several years ago, about 12 years ago, about the same time my son was born, she died about a month or so after. I met my grandfather's brother, my great uncle, and he was smoking a pipe and I was smoking a pipe, and so we sat back and chit-chatted about it and all. So like I said, there was a whole history of pipe smokers. I have a great grandfather who came from Ireland, who is a farmer, and there's a picture of him with his wife, and you can tell he's really upset because he's got his pipe that looks like a corncob pipe. I'll use my Missouri Meerschaum Patriot. He's holding it like this, and he's hand down by his side, and he's got that look like, damn it, woman, get the camera out of here, I gotta get to work look on his face. So, I mean, you know, the whole nature versus nurture thing, I believe nurture has a lot to do with it, but I think there are certain things that are ingrained within us that are handed down from generation to generation just through genetics, that's why we are the way we are. That being said, I wanted to show something that I've had in my possession for a few years. My aunt sent it to me. Well, actually, she sent a cigar humidor to me and this to my brother. My brother didn't want this. He wanted the cigar humidor, and I already had a nice cigar humidor at the time, so we traded out, which was a better trade for me because then some other things came along. Well, let's start with pipes. This is one of my paternal grandfather's pipes. I believe it is this is a K Woody. I don't know how good my camera is. I don't have the greatest lights in here. I'm gonna have to work on that. But I've never actually smoked this one. But that's the K Woody that he had. And then he also had this particular pipe, which is a Dr. Graybo. You can see it there. The interesting thing about this was its little built-in filter there. You can take that out of the pipe and clean it off and run your pipe cleaner through there. I smoked this one a little bit. This was the first pipe I smoked. So this is what went to Schwab's Tobacconist with me and sampled a few blends before I actually bought an ounce or two of tobacco. Okay, so those are my paternal grandfather's pipes. A couple years ago, my mother gave me some of my maternal grandfather's pipes. This is a yellow bowl. It doesn't have a lot of cake in it. I think it could probably be cleaned up and used again. I haven't smoked this one at all. It's just kind of been sitting around as decoration. So there you go. There's that one. Got another yellow bowl. Once again, this one doesn't appear to have been overly smoked. A little work on it would do it some good. The stems are a wee bit loose, so I would have to get somebody to tighten those up for me if I did decide to smoke. This is a rusticated pipe. And then I have this pipe that just says dry filter imported briar. There's no markings, there's no stamps, but it's a nice little pipe. It's got a small bowl on it there. Like I said, there's no type of information on it, and the stem is in there extremely tight. And it's got a filter. This is the first time I've ever had it apart. So that's what the stem and the tenon look like there. Put the filter back in and see if I can get this thing back together. It is an extremely snug fit. So if anybody recognizes this guy, if you know who made it, whatever, that would be great. Like I said, there's no type of manufacturer on here anywhere, and it appears, I don't know if you can see it or not, that my grandfather was a clincher. Alright, so anyway, those are 5 of the pipes handed down to me. 2 from my paternal grandfather, 3 from my maternal grandfather. Now, the item that I got in trade for the cigar humidor from my brother that my aunt had sent me, they both belonged to my paternal grandfather. So I'm going to show you this. I've seen these on eBay, but this one is not an eBay original. This is a family heirloom here. Little pipe rack, holds 8 pipes with, turn it around the right way, the humidor on the inside there. I've got the little moisture thing down in the bottom there. I don't really use it that much. I use it to hold these older pipes because the pipes I have, the bowls are a touch bigger, and I can only fit like 2 pipes to a side and give them room to be there. But like I said, I mean, I think it just goes back to things that are in our subconscious that we don't realize. I guess I'll let some of my nerdy college stuff come out, like Jungian psychology, the collective unconscious, that we have memories and experiences from past ancestors all in us that make us us. So maybe that's why I do this. I don't know. I just really like to sit back, smoke a pipe, and relax. And one of the bad things about being a person with glasses and doing a video on a computer or on some phones is, this wonderful glare makes me look, weird, but I look weird anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. So I guess I'm going to wrap this one up. Just, do it because you like it, because you enjoy it, because it means something to you. Don't do it to be cool or to be a hipster. Sadly, I'm being accused of being a hipster because I grow a beard, smoke a pipe. I'm working on getting new glasses. I want my herringbone green Irish flat cap. Everybody's like, oh man, you're a real hipster. And I'm like, no, I'm me, and I'm going to keep being me. I'm going to do what I want to do. Hipsters be damned. And the hipsters will either quit doing it because everyone else is, and so they're not as cool and hip as they thought they were, or they'll die off. Either way, I don't care. I'm going to be me, and that's who I am. And I encourage everyone out there to do the same. Don't do it because it's a trend or a fad. Do what makes you happy. You know, do what makes you happy, and try not to hurt others as you're being happy. But I'm going to wrap up there, guys. Y'all take care out there, you too. I'm out of here.